Kia ora whanau. I know it's been a little while, so I'm super excited to bring you fellas this video. I hope you guys have been all well and keeping safe and having an awesome time with your whanau and your friends. And enjoy this video. Cheers! Yeah, if you look at it like this, see how it's got those things at the front, and it's got a bum at the back. So you want to put the back up at the top. Use your thumb, put it in here where the mouth is. Sometimes they'll have a little groove, so you can see there where the holes come up, and where the end hole is here, right there, that's where you want to put your finger. So this is what I'll do on the one that's still in there, like this. You run my finger along the bottom and it'll pop, the muscle will pop. I'll show you if it pops. Okay, ready? And you got to do it quick if they're still alive. So, see how it popped? Did you hear it? And then that's what it looks like when the muscle pops. So this is the muscle here, and it comes off from the shell. And then you pull it over like that, and then see how this one's like that? It can come off, whereas this one here, it can't come off. Even if I pulled that up, it can't come off because it's the muscle that's holding it down. So then at the back, you just lift it up, and there's like a big sack here, big sack all around here. So then you poke your muscle from the paua to the in between the paua and the hua, right here. Poke a hole. See how I poked the hole? And then all I do is run my finger along the muscle, run my finger along the other muscle, like that. Now I pull it all out, and there it goes. So then all you have to do now is, there's a little hole. See how there's nothing here but there's something here? So you go for this one. This is where the teeth are. And then you put your finger in, down, same as the muscle, pop it out with your thumb. And there go the teeth. 2 teeth. And now I take, this one's a little bit of a weird shell. Anyway, so I take the hua out of this, chuck it in the bucket. It's all pretty up here. So I think if it got sanded down, it will be really pretty on the top. But anyway, so I'll do it again, but I'll do it fast without explaining it now. So, eyes, here goes the eyes at the top. Push my finger in, hear the pop. Put my finger in the back of the hua, run it all around, lift it up, put my finger in there, pull the teeth out. There goes the paua. It goes like that, and then all I do is run my finger all the way around or just pull. There we go, that's the shell that we want. Beautiful. And one more time. Eyes, teeth are up here. Put your finger in, feel for the muscle, pop. And run the finger around. Take the teeth out. Then with this hua, just take my finger like that, I run it all the way around, and then when I can't go anymore, I just pull it. And that's it there. I'm going to keep those 2 shells. Just get my pauas of rats. And people normally bash their pauas, but honestly, if you put them in hot water for about 2 minutes, they're as tender as you can ever get them. They're as tender as you can ever get them bashed. So there's just a little tip. Because they've been shelled, taken out of the muscle out of the shell, they're quite hard and firm. So normally you'd be able to bend them if they were, but that's rock hard, like rock hard. But even then, leave them in the freezer for a couple of days. Even if you want to eat them straight away, leave them in the freezer overnight. And if that's not made them soft enough, then put them in the pot for a minute and a half, 2 minutes, 3 minutes if you really want to put them real soft in instead of chewy. But hey, some people like that gristly flavour. I'm not a big fan, but see, look at that, soft as you can move it around. That means it's soft. This is a soft paua. Beautifully, it feels beautiful when it's soft like that. Putting them in the freezer, those muscles will eventually the least. Another little trick. Some of you might have seen my video in... Some of you might have seen my video in Invercargill and Bluff, where I used a knife to pop my pauas off the rock. So I would just, if it was sitting like there, I put it in and popped it off. Don't do that. Well, you can. I'm not being a hypocrite, because you can, but I knew that those pauas were going to be legal size. I knew, because I've been diving for a while now, what the legal size looks like in the water. So if you have any hesitancy, please don't use a knife, because what the knife would do is, even if it's just a small scratch, I can't remember what the term is for them, but they bleed out. Even if it's a small scratch, the paua will bleed out and they'll eventually die anyway. So if you pop it out with the knife and it's too small, it's not a legal one, and it's got a scratch on it, and you think, oh, I'll put it back under the rock, whatever, it won't live. So in that case, yeah, use a paua knife. Stick to a paua knife unless you know it's going to be a legal one. And in that case too, I didn't have a paua knife on me. I had lost my paua knife and only had the my knife on me, so that's what I used. But I knew that those pauas were going to be coming home for us for creating space. So yeah, that's a little tip. One more tip as well. I'll see if I can grab some of that. So I'm just going to explain it and then I'll go do it. But these little holes here, I don't know if you can see them. These like little holes. Those are called the eyes. And that's what they breed with, and I think that's what they breed and breathe. So when they breed, all the eggs come out of here and it kind of just floats around the ocean. Yeah, I'm actually going to learn more about that, because I'm actually not too sure how they fertilize, but yeah, anyways, what I found is a good use for these shells as well. I'll go get some water and I'll show you. My plant here. See my plant here? It's like the best watering can that you can ever get. Natural as. Best watering can you can ever get. Free, and it's wholesome. Now what I'm going to do with those pauas is grab me a plastic bag. Sometimes, actually I've never done it because I don't know how much they cost, but I assume they're going to be expensive. So I don't ever use vacuum pack bags, but you can if you want. But these work just fine, so why not just use these? And fuck it, they don't stay in the freezer for that long anyway, so. About 3 in there. Yep, 3 will fit. Maybe I'll adjust. Oh, these are big ones because they're only just fitting. Normally I can get 4 legal ones in there. Anyway, this is going to be gross for some people. I've seen people in real life go, ooh, fuck up. Here you go. Tight as. There's 10 pauas all together, all shut and shelled, ready for the freezer. Kia ora whanau. Kia ora whanau. So I did just want to mention one other thing. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, but I'm embarking on the Aotearoa Trail on the 18th of December. What is the Aotearoa Trail? Well, that's a trail that goes from Cape Rainga all the way down to Bluff at the bottom of the South Island. So it's pretty much the top of the North Island to the bottom of the South Island. So yeah, at the moment my goal is just to hit Picton, which is at the top of the South Island. So my goal is to go from Bluff to Picton, and that'll be up through the ranges, all through the saddles, and all those big hefty mountain ranges. So yep, bit of a journey, but it's a journey that I've been looking forward to for over a year now, and I'm really deeply excited and appreciative for everybody's support and everybody's kind affirmation towards the trail. I deeply appreciate it. And with that being said, I'm running a raffle over on my Facebook page. It's just Hoodie. I'm running a raffle to raise a bit of putea for that trail. Some of that putea will go towards gear and accommodation like campsites, huts, basic necessities, transport. By transport I mean there's a few rivers that you can't actually cross, like the Raffle River in the South Island. You can't cross that, so you'll have to catch a ride. So there's like a bus system that will take you from the one point all the way around the river and then back to the other point, but it's quite far. And then there's also a track from Twizel to Te Kapō, and I'll be cycling that one. So yeah, lots of cool exciting things. And yeah, so in terms of that, I'll be running a raffle. I've got $15 raffle tickets, and there's 5 prizes. I've linked up with 3 cool, 3 really beautiful Aotearoa local groups. Māori Moana Adventures, Strayline Aotearoa, and Deep South Dive as well. And some of those prizes that they've given me to raffle off hoodies, t-shirts, beanies, hats. There's a few handmade catch bags in there. There's also a mask and a snorkel with a GoPro mount on the top. That's actually personally my favourite mask and snorkel I've used so far. I use that for my daily mask and snorkel. Every time I go for a dive I use that one. Might be a little bit biased because it's sentimental, but yeah, I love it. It's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, the brother over at Māori Moana Adventures has kindly gifted me that to raffle off. And yeah, so there's 2 ways that you can get involved if you want to support my Te Araroa Trail raffle. If you want to head over to my Facebook page on Hoodie, it's just Hoodie, just the same as my YouTube. It's got all the details up there. It's got a bit of a post and like a couple of photos of what all the gear is and things like that. Or check out the description below and I'll show you like all the numbers, the details on how to buy these tickets, and a bit of a story about the Te Araroa Trail. So yeah, for those who have already seen it and have gifted their beautiful putea to be able to gift me and fund for my trail, thank you very much. I'm deeply appreciative. There will be no amount of words to describe how deeply I feel grateful and humbled for each and every one that has kindly gifted to me in order for me to do this trail. So thank you very much from the centre of my being. I'm deeply appreciative. Thank you very much. And yeah, so stay tuned, whanau. I'm gonna go over and get some sea salt either tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll go grab some sea salt and I'll show you fellas how to make some sea salt. Cheers.